Luckily, he wasn't sleeping. He was watching TV in bed. Obviously, he sees me crying, so he's like, what the fuck? And he gets up straight away. He thought someone died. And I was there screaming, crying and screaming because there was a fucking cockroach in my room. Anyway, I tell him about the cockroach. He gets angry. Well, angry, just like a thing like that, like, what the fuck, you woke me up for this? Hey, so you wanna know why I had a mental breakdown because of a cockroach? Well, you're gonna have to take one step before knowing why that happened. I'm a streamer over on Twitch. I play video games with my viewers. If you wanna come check me out, link in description. Okay, so now that you've done that step, let's get in the video. So I have this fear of cockroaches, like actual fear, like actual disgusting, like I hate them with my whole entire body and life. So because of this, the universe decided to make one fly in my room while I was on my PC and hit my back. Oh my. So I was on my PC editing a video for a client and I feel something hit my back and I see something out the corner of my eye, like flying in my room, and it was brown. You know how they have wings but they don't really fly, they just like kind of jump and fly a bit but then they fall because they're not like proper wings. I don't know what they are, but they don't fly. They're not like fucking seagulls or something. So this thing decided to half fly from my window and hit my back. It touched my back. So it makes no sense because I'm at the last floor of my apartment, right? So why? How? I think the thing was fucking high because if it was oh my god, it was so confused. That cockroach was so disoriented and confused as much as me when it hit me and I didn't know what it was. Like how do you fly in the window of a bit? I don't know. So anyway, this thing flies, it hits me, I'm like, what the fuck? I go to my mom straight away and I say, is there something on my back? She was pissed because she was sleeping and I woke her up to see if there was something on my back and she's like, no. I come in, at this point I didn't know it was a fucking cockroach, right? I thought I just imagined it. I come in my room and I see here the cockroach. I see the cockroach walking on my desk. Now at this point I start screaming. I just say, fuck it, I'm gonna wake up my whole neighborhood. I don't care. There's a cockroach in my room. I don't care. I'm gonna scream. So I run out the room, screaming, close the door obviously because I don't want the thing to come in my house. My mum hears me and I'm like, Mum, there was something on my back and it was a cockroach. She starts screaming, what? And I'm like, yes. And then we both start screaming. Then we go upstairs, close the room of the terrace because we don't want any more cockroaches coming in our house. Then I start crying because I'm at this point I'm having a full mental breakdown. Crying, screaming, doing everything possible, jumping, moving, I don't know, anything. So I run to my grandma's house, which is like stuck together. I don't know how to explain it to you. I'll do a video, but it's practically you come out my house and there's the door to her a thing of in the house. Anyway, my mum and dad are separated. My dad is currently living there and I go there, run to him. Keep in mind it was like midnight. Luckily he wasn't sleeping. He was watching TV in bed. Obviously he sees me crying, so he's like, what the fuck? And he gets up straight away. He thought someone died and I was there crying and screaming because there was a fucking cockroach in my room. Anyway, I tell him about the cockroach. He gets angry. Well, angry, just like a thing like that, like, what the fuck, you woke me up for this? Anyway, so then my grandma wakes up at this point. I tell her what's happening. She hugs me. Then my dad realizes the situation, that I'm actually having a mental breakdown, and hugs me too. And then my dad comes here, he checks around. At this point I was still at my grandma's drinking, trying to calm down, trying to calm my nerves, my situation, my crying. While he was here checking to see if there was the thing. After like 3 minutes my mom calls me and said, it's gone. Okay, so I come here, nothing. My dad was still sitting here looking, he's like, listen, I don't know if it's gone or not. So I'm here like, what the fuck? So I don't know if it's gone or not. Like, you're telling me I can sit back here and the thing can start flying in my room from nowhere. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? What do? Burn the house? I am swearing too much. This is because when I get nervous / angry, I do this. I am sorry. I gotta stop doing that. I gotta contain my words. Anyway, so at that point, we don't know if it was still here. I tell him, listen, just move everything. So he moves everything, nothing. So then he says, listen, I don't see it, but it could be here. So what you should do is spray the bug killing stuff and just leave it there one night. Go to sleep now, spray the stuff. Wake up tomorrow, gone, dead, death. So I go to sleep in my mum's room. Obviously I'm not gonna sleep in my room. So I wake up the next morning and my mum was already awake. She was like, Paola, I checked, nothing. There's nothing in there, you're fine. It must have jumped out the window again. So that's probably what it did because it's not here anymore. I mean, I'm in my room. Window's obviously closed because I'm not having that happen again. If that happens again, I'm just gonna die. Like, I feel something on my back, death. me dead on my chair like this, death. So yeah, that was the experience. I hope that never happens to me again. Anything but that. So yeah, that's the story of me having a mental breakdown because of a cockroach. I hate cockroaches. I wish they didn't exist. I don't understand what they're here for. Like food chain. Like who eats cockroaches? Who is the crazy other animal that eats cockroaches? Why don't we just live separated lives? Like they live their life in tubes or whatever, and we would live a life here and we don't meet. Live, but don't come near me. You know? Don't fly at me. What the fuck? I wanted to make this video because I haven't been streaming. I said so why on Twitter. Actually, go follow me on Twitter too. I didn't plug that. There was actually 2 steps. This is now the 2nd step. Okay, so yeah. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you don't experience what I experienced, because... So yeah. See you in the next video. Salty out.